For fans of tricks and traps, I've got a fun treat for you all in this video. I'm going to go over a sequence in the Bristol, one of the key openings in checkers. The Bristol is 11-16, 24-20, and 16-19. It can also be brought up by 11-15, 24-20, and 15-19. It's popular in unrestricted play, and as I mentioned, can be brought up two different ways. I think you'll find the variation in today's video to be helpful and exciting, and just like with my previous videos, I recommend going through each of the moves on your own board. So let's get started. Okay, let's begin. So the Bristol, 11-16, 24-20, and 16-19. So the forced exchange. (22-18) next, again going toward the center of the board. And in a previous video, I talked about the 9-14 exchange, probably the most popular variation in the Bristol, but today I'm going to show you another strong line of attack, and that is with this 10-14 variation. After 10-14, white is going to continue to advance toward the center of the board. Now there are a couple different variations you can play here. I'm going to talk about the 7-10 move, but another good option, and one you may see in your games, is this 19-23 pitch followed by 7-11. So that can make for another good crossboard game. But I'm going to talk about the 7-10 variation. White is going to next develop 25-22, developing out of the single corner. And I'm going to pause here and actually reset the board, as this position can also come from a 3-move opening. So setting up the board really quickly to show you this transposition. We have the opening 10-14, 22-18, 7-10, 25-22, 11-16, 24-20, the 16-19 exchange, capturing back, and now we have 18-15. So the same. Again, the power of transpositions cannot be overstated enough in checkers. So now we're going to have a battle for the center of the board here. Red is going to go 14-18, and white is going to stop that advancement by going 29-25. Red is going to continue to advance toward the center of the board with 9-14. And now white is going to start attacking red's single corner with 20-16. Red is going to continue developing a strong column here with 5-9. And white is going to play 27-24, again, indirectly attacking red's single corner. Red is going to play 8-12 next. And white can play 16-11. But 24-20 can also be played here. Red is going to start protecting its single corner with 3-8. And now white has to be very, very careful here. Probably the best move on the board is this little bit unnatural looking 32-27. But instead, this 31-27 is a bit more natural, keeping the bridge intact for white. And red isn't going to strike into the center just yet with this 1823. Instead, it's going to start laying a little bit more of a trap for white by 913. White's starting to run on the moves here. It has to be very careful. A natural move is 27-24. And now red is going to hope white falls into this trap, which it's so natural that it just does with this 1823. Again, the most natural move is to go toward the center of the board, attacking this piece on 14, which is what red wants, but it's also the most natural move on the board. So after 22-18, red has to protect this piece and backs it up by going 1-5. White has to be very, very careful now. It cannot go 25-22 because you have the 14-17 jump sequence. So instead, with its limited moves, it's going to go 16-11. Red, once again, is going to go into square 18. And again, white is very limited to its moves. If it goes 26-22, red is just going to counter 10-14, and the game is essentially over for white. So instead, white is essentially just left with one move, and that's 20-16. And now we have the fireworks. Red to move and win. And I'll pause for a moment so you can take a look at this position and play it out on your own boards. Before we actually go through the sequence, I want to say that this is pretty complicated. So if you're unable to see how red can win here, don't be discouraged. But I do recommend playing this out a number of times on your own board, and I think you'll find that your visualization skills will in fact improve. So red to move and win. The first move in the sequence is 18-22. Now, if white goes 26-17, red has an easy 2-for-1 and a quick win. So white is going to just take the piece, 25-18. Next, red is going to pitch the piece on 23, and it's going to play 23-27. White takes the jump, 32-23. Now, red is going to make another pitch, and it's going to give up two pieces. It's going to play 13-17. And white is going to take the double jump. Now, at this point, some of you will probably see the different weaknesses here in all of these elbows. So let's play it all out. Red is going to go 6-10. White must make the 15-6 jump. And now red has a triple jump at hand. 8-15-22-31. And the king. Now white must jump 24-15. And there's a couple different ways red can go here. It's tempting to take the triple jump first, but taking the double jump initially is key. And now white must jump 30-23. And now we have another triple jump for red. 2-11, 18, 27. Red is up 3-2, and the game is over. The Bristol can be a fun and creative opening, especially with this 10-14 variation. So I recommend trying it in your own games and see if you can get into any of the combinations that I showed in this video. Thanks, as always, for watching.